Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, and Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, once ruled the planet of Cybertron together. Then Megatron and his Decepticons became power-hungry and waged war against the Autobots. For many years, the war waged between the two factions and soon drained the planet's energy resource called Energon, so the Autobots boarded their ship to find a new source of energy. But the Decepticons also boarded the ship, and the ensuing space battle ended with the ship crash landing in a volcano on Earth. The ship remained dormant for millions of years. Then in 1984, the volcano erupted, awakening the ship's onboard computer and its passengers. Once on Earth, the Decepticons began to search the Earth for Energon so they could transport it back to Cybertron. The Autobots befriend the humans, and they aid them in their battle to stop the Decepticons. Optimus Prime can easily be compared to Ralph from Golding's Lord of the Flies. Ralph was in a situation similar to Optimus Prime when he and a group of schoolboys were traveling on a plane. When it is hit and crashes on a small uncivilized island, they must learn how to survive on the island. Like Optimus Prime, who never lost sight of his mission to stop the Decepticons once on the planet Earth, Ralph never forgets their true goal of getting rescued by always trying to keep the signal fire going. Ralph even criticizes Jack and the other choir boys when they get carried away with hunting and leave the fire unattended. But even Ralph can't help getting just a little bit carried away sometimes. After Jack's feast and his invitation to all Ralph's followers to join his tribe, Jack orders his tribe to do its wild hunting dance. While dancing in circles along the beach, they are caught up in a frenzy, in which Ralph and Pinky join in the excitement and dance along the edges of the group. Then the boys reenact the hunting of the pig, and then Simon creeps out the forest, but in their frenzied state they don't recognize him. All they see is a shadowy figure. The boys start to tear him apart with their bare hands and teeth, and end up killing him. Ralph isn't the only one who can get carried away sometimes. Optimus Prime can, believe it or not. Shortly after the Decepticon reawakening on Earth, Megatron led his troops to the Sherman Dam in an attempt to gather Energon. He easily captured the facility from its human operators. Then Megatron sends Rumble to create more energy for the dam's generators by using his pile drivers to make tidal waves. As the water from the tidal waves overpowered the dam, Autobots scrambled about evacuating townspeople downstream and creating diversionary channels to reduce the flooding. Optimus Prime squared off with Megatron while the rest of the Autobots attempted to stop the Decepticons from escaping with the Energon cubes.
Silence!
But during Optimus Prime's battle with Megatron on top of the weakened dam, he hears his human friend Spike cry for help. He freezes up momentarily, allowing Megatron to knock him off the bridge, allowing Megatron and his Decepticons to escape with the Energon. Optimus Prime experienced Golding's Lord of the Flies theme that a person's environment can help shape and influence their behavior. When Optimus Prime first arrives on Earth, he scans an Earth vehicle so he can transform into it and somewhat blend into his surroundings. In both Transformers and in Lord of the Flies, we see that a person's environment can influence their behaviors even when being in the environment for a short amount of time. But changing to adapt to a new environment can either be good in the case of Optimus or bad in Ralph's case. But in the end, it's not the question of do we let our environments influence us. The question is, are the changes for the better or for the worse?
What's happening?